right.
Makes you wonder how we ever beat the Indians. Thanks.
Interesting pass.
It's a beaut. You should see it from upside down.
You know, if we had to hightail it out of here in a hurry, that doorway could save us a few hours.
Interesting facts about famous people.
Burt Lancaster's Westerns. Known for playing tough guys with a tender heart, he went on to achieve success with more complex and challenging roles over his 45-year career in films and television. A 4-time nominee for the Academy Award for Best Actor, winning once in 1961 for Elmer Gantry. He also won 2 BAFTA Awards and 1 Golden Globe Award for Best Lead Actor. The American Film Institute ranked Lancaster as number 19 of the greatest male stars of classic Hollywood cinema. If you're wondering, Humphrey Bogart is number 1. If you enjoy this video, hit the notification button to get my new videos. If you want to check out my many other videos, head over to my channel. The link is in the description. Please take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel as well. I appreciate it. Let's get into it. Vengeance Valley, 1951. Director, Richard Thorpe. The sons of a Colorado cattle baron, one biological and the other adopted, resent each other, fighting for control of their father's cattle empire. First appearance in a Western by Burt Lancaster. Quote, Huey, you always stand up for him, don't you, Owen? Owen Daybright, Lancaster. When you're loyal to a man, Huey, you're loyal to everything about him, even his faults.
You've scared me twice tonight. Let's take Jen and get out. Stay away from here. Begin all over again. Because you've won this place out and all your friends with it.
Sure.
It's either that or get shot.
With me gone, the ranch is yours.
Want another helping? Put that down. Put that gun down, big brother. You won't use it. And I'll break your arm if you keep it.
Apache, 1954. Director, Robert Aldrich. Refusing to let himself be resettled on a Florida reservation, Masai, an Apache warrior, escapes his captors and returns to his homeland to become a peaceful farmer. There really was a renegade Apache warrior called Masai, who was a bloodthirsty killer, renowned for stealing, raping, and murdering. He did indeed escape from a prison train bound for Florida, and made his way back to his homeland. It is, however, doubtful that he was 6 feet tall and had blue eyes like Burt Lancaster.
What'd you give him? He's got a knife.
Vera Cruz, 1954. Director, Robert Aldrich. During the Mexican Rebellion of 1866, an unsavory group of American adventurers are hired by the forces of Emperor Maximilian to escort a countess to Vera Cruz. In his autobiography, Ernest Borgnine reports that, during the shooting, Burt Lancaster brought his children on the set, and all of them laughed at Jack Elam because of his lifeless left eye. Elam, of course, was upset because of this, and he and Lancaster got into a fist fight.
Gary Cooper into her web of intrigue. Vera Cruz, filmed entirely in Mexico. A motion picture that stands alone in its breathless excitement. Vera Cruz, unique in the annals of screen entertainment.
Each one of those 6 boxes contains $500,000 in gold.
How do we know we can trust you?
How do I know I can trust you?
Countess, you're beginning to talk my language. Looks like we tied up with the wrong outfit.
The Kentuckian, 1955. Director, Burt Lancaster. A Kentucky widower bound for 1820s Texas with his young son is thwarted in his efforts by a corrupt constable, a long-standing family feud, and a beautiful, indentured servant. The first movie directed by Burt Lancaster. Due to the unfavourable critical response, he did not direct again for almost 20 years until The Midnight Man, 1974.
In a notable first achievement as star and director. Photographed in CinemaScope, print by Technicolor, released through United Artists, produced by Harold Hecht, The Kentuckian.
Gunfight at the OK Corral, 1957. Director John Sturges. Lawman, Wyatt Earp, and outlaw Doc Holliday form an unlikely alliance which culminates in their participation in the legendary gunfight at the OK Corral. This film served as one of the inspirations for Mel Brooks's spoof, Blazing Saddles, 1974. The silliness of the lyrics of the theme song and the passion with which they were sung was the reason why Mel Brooks selected the same singer, Frankie Lane.
Back where you belong.
Believe me, Wyatt, if...
Get back with your friends.
Here's the deal. You busted my winning streak. One's over, boys. Unbuckle them.
Let's shoot it out.
All right, Shanghai? Go ahead, draw. All of you. But you get it first, Shanghai. And you second, Ringo.
Well, call the play.
I'll give you 5 seconds to unbuckle your guns. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We had enough fun, boys. Unbuckle them.
Harry, Jackson, get the hot way. Get moved.
Ah! Anybody else want to try their luck?
Get moving. Come on, keep moving, Ollie.
The Unforgiven, 1960. Director John Huston. The neighbours of a frontier family turn on them when it is suspected that their adopted daughter was stolen from the local Kiowa tribe. Early in the movie, Burt Lancaster has a line saying, "The sun was so strong it tanned your skin through the clothes," which became relevant as to the skin tone of another character later on. Ironically, in a scene before that line, Lancaster is seen shirtless in a creek, his pale torso decidedly untanned.
Maybe they're just not interested in finding a husband.
Get on your horse and go home to Mama.
I'm going out to my people, where I belong.
You're staying here.
You can stop me now, but I'll go out to them the first chance I get.
Andy.
Why did you stop me?
Little engine. Little red-hide engine.
The Hallelujah Trail, 1965. Director John Sturges. On its way to Denver, a cargo of whiskey, destined for the miners, is sought after by the Temperance League, the US Cavalry, the local Indians, and the miners themselves. Burt Lancaster was forced by United Artists to make 4 films for $150,000. A Picture in the 1960s, The Young Savages, 1961, Birdman of Alcatraz, 1962, The Train, 1964, and The Hallelujah Trail, 1965, rather than his normal fee of $750,000, because of cost overruns at his production company, Hecht Hill Lancaster, for which he was personally responsible.
Good evening, Colonel.
Bandmaster, front and center. You're under arrest. This entire band is under arrest. You're confined to quarters until further notice.
I see. You'll forgive me, madam. We've been on patrol for 6 days. I'm somewhat weary. You say Captain Slater gave you permission in my absence?
He did.
Brady, I want this vest cleaned up immediately.
Yes, sir.
Ladies, I see you have transport. You'll be escorted back to town. The party will leave in 5 minutes exactly. Do I assume, madam, you have quarters here this evening?
I have.
Then you may retire to those quarters, madam.
and remake the world on some other occasion. Good evening. You.
The Professionals, 1966. Director Richard Brooks. An arrogant Texas millionaire hires 4 adventurers to rescue his kidnapped wife from a notorious Mexican bandit. Burt Lancaster, at 52, insisted on doing all his own stunts. Due to the camera angles and full facial lines of sights during stunts, it is doubtful that this bit of trivia is indeed fact and more legend. Point of fact, the rock climbing scene in which Lancaster wires dynamite to take out a pass. A stuntman is likely used in that climb because of the way it was shot.
Makes you wonder how we ever beat the Indians. Thanks.
Interesting pass.
It's a beaut. You should see it from upside down.
You know, if we had to hightail it out of here in a hurry, that doorway could save us a few hours.
The Scalp Hunters, 1968. Director Sidney Pollack. Forced to trade his valuable furs for a well-educated, escaped slave, a rugged trapper vows to recover the pelts from the Indians, and later the renegades that killed them. Burt Lancaster and Shelley Winters reputedly had a 2-year affair in the mid-50s. Winters had been female co-lead in a previous Burt Lancaster vehicle, The Young Savages, 1961.
A natural application of superior tactics, Massachusetts wit, and left-handed skill.
Oh, you're gonna shoot him, son?
The Scalp Hunters, fighting against one man who locos their horses. A man who moves mountains to get what he wants.
Lawman, 1971. Director Michael Winner. A lawman from Bannock arrives in Sabbath to arrest all the cattlemen whose wild celebrations the year before resulted in the accidental death of an old man. Valdez is Coming, 1971. Director Edwin Sheeran. The town constable, Bob Valdez, Burt Lancaster, is forced to kill someone accused by Frank Tanner of being a murderer. Valdez asks Tanner for monetary help for the man's wife, but he is ridiculed and almost killed by Tanner's henchmen. Valdez recovers and summons up his days in the US cavalry in order to fight them. Valdez wounds one of the henchmen and sends him back to Tanner with a message. Valdez is coming.
And I tell you what he say. How's that?
I'd be here.
Don't move. What do you put in that thing?
I told you. Something for rabbits. Listen. I'm going to get your horse and put you on it.
Ulzana's Raid, 1972. Director Robert Aldrich. After fierce war, Chief Ulzana and a small war party jump the reservation, bent on murder and terror. An inexperienced young lieutenant is assigned to track him down. Although technically not credited as such, Burt Lancaster was virtually a producer on the film, helping bring it to screen, taking a percentage instead of an upfront salary, and having a say in the editing stages.
Cut her loose. She's not dead. Why do you suppose they spared Mrs. Reardon?
Maybe they thought she was dead. Ulzana leave woman for you to find.
Lad, if they come back, promise me you won't let them take me. Promise me.
honest intentions are.
Their probable intention is to burn, maim, torture, and murder.
Where will he fight us?
He don't mean to fight you no place, Lieutenant. He only means to kill you.
Cattle Annie and Little Britches, 1981. Director, Lamont Johnson. In 19th century Oklahoma, two teen girls who love stories about outlaws are on a quest to meet and join up with them. They find a shadow of a former gang, and although disappointed, still try to help them escape from a vigorous marshal. Burt Lancaster had hepatitis and suffered a mild heart attack during filming. John Wayne had been offered the film in 1978, but said he felt too ill. Lancaster's final Western film. Special mention, Buffalo Bill and the Indians, or Sitting Bull's History Lesson, 1976. Burt Lancaster as Ned Buntline.
From now on, your name is Buffalo Bill.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate your likes and subscribers. Hit the notification button to get my new videos. Take a look at my channel and check out my Facebook page. The links are in the description. I am Wrangler. Bye for now. See you again soon.
Interesting facts about famous people.